wanna watch the video? Well, first you gotta fuck me.
What's up, YouTube? This is Max Reviews, and today we're going to be reacting to The Boys Season 5, Episode 6 trailer. But before we get into the video, please make sure to subscribe, like the video, turn on post notifications so you never miss a video. And without further ado, let's react to the trailer. So, Season 5 has been really peak so far. The amount of, character depth, before I mention this, I will say there will be spoilers, so if you don't want to hear any spoilers, then leave the video, please. Or skip ahead. Feel free to skip ahead. But the thing about this season, I really like how this season isn't afraid to take risk. Like Stranger Things Season 5, you can tell the Duffer Brothers were afraid of the fans. Like, you can obviously tell by just the way they did things, how afraid they were of how the fans would react. And so I love how this season of The Boys, they're not afraid. The writers were not afraid to kill off the characters such as A-Train, Firecracker, even Cassette, what's her name? Newman, the vice president. They weren't afraid to kill her off. So they're just taking a bunch of big risks, and that's what I really like about this season. I like how there's blood, there's sex, there's a bunch of great things in this season, and I just love what they're building and where they're headed. And so, but let's react to this trailer, and here we go.
Forget the V1. You're not dying.
Why are you so certain bombsight will come here?
We're out of time, mate.
I know you, Butcher. There's no way this doesn't end bloody.
As we can see, that was a very quick trailer, and so let's get into the trailer. So it's gonna be hard to kind of predict things with such a quick trailer, but I'll try my best. But so as we see in the trailer, we can see that it's getting pretty tense. Like, things are the stakes are much higher than it was in the previous season of The Boys. And big things are going to happen. We might see, in my prediction is, we might see Soldier Boy and Homelander go at it, Soldier Boy or Butcher go at it, and I would love. Soldier Boy is one of my favorite characters. He's actually my all-time favorite character. It would suck to absolutely see him go, but I don't think they're gonna make him go in this season. I think they're gonna wait a couple of episodes, because we only have like 2 more episodes of The Boys right now, and so I think they're gonna wait until like the episode before the last episode to kill off any big characters. But the trailer, it didn't show much, but it definitely felt like The Boys is back. It felt like The Boys, it felt like actually what Carl Urban said. Like, nobody is actually safe, and I can see that. Like, nobody is gonna come out. Not everyone will make it out alive. I think that's the whole purpose of everything, and it's all kind of making sense now. But here are my predictions. My first prediction is one of the characters. Let me see. So we got Bombsight, who will actually be making an appearance in Vault Rising, and this character, he's a very interesting character. I always love when The Boys introduce new characters and have them saved for bigger projects, such as Soldier Boy. I don't know about Mr. Marathon getting his own project. I would love to see Mr. Marathon more, but at the same time, I kind of see why they made him die. But I love when The Boys introduce new characters, such as Bombsight, played by Mason Dye, I believe that's his name. Correct me if I'm wrong. I want to say I don't know his powers, but according to Wikipedia, Bombsight he's an upcoming main character in Vault Rising spin-off series of The Boys, obviously. And so let's see what Wikipedia says about it. Yeah. So he'll make his appearance in season 5 of The Boys, and so I wonder if this episode of The Boys will kind of set up the whole Vault Rising series, and it'll kind of make certain connections to it, it'll build up to it. and there will be certain like hints on what's gonna happen in Vault Rising. Whether we might see Franklin Vaught in the show, the founder of Vaught, we might see him come back. Maybe he took the V1 so he could live forever. We just don't know. We might have to just see. But that's one of my predictions. But as far as this character goes, we're definitely gonna see him interact with Soldier Boy because he will be in a spinoff, and I believe the spinoff is a prequel to The Boys, and I wonder if Bombsight took the V1. So maybe he does, because I don't think that it's possible for him to live that long in when it's been a couple of years, and Vault Rising is supposed to take place during the early years of The Boys and Vault, and show like how Vault was made and the things like they've been through as they made Vault. And so that's why it's called Vault Rising, because it's like the rise of Vault. And yeah, that's my prediction with the character. I think we'll see him interact with Soldier Boy, maybe have a fight scene at first, and interact with some couple of characters. I wonder what his power is though. Let's look at I wonder what his powers were in the comics. Okay, so I just found out he's actually not in the comics, and he's an original character created for television in The Boys season 5 and for Vault Rising. So he's a made-up character, and yeah, that's another thing. I love when superhero shows, superhero movies, etc., or comic book movies, etc. The Boys isn't a superhero show; it's a comic book movie. I love when when superhero projects, I love when they make original characters for that specific show or movie, and because you really start to connect to the character, and I think that's the whole purpose of making those characters, and that's something I've always been a fan on with movies and television, etc. I love original characters. Like, I don't even think the Gen V characters were in the comics. I think those were made originally for the television, but Gen V, it's not really, I wouldn't say it's my show. I mean, I tried watching season 2. I just couldn't get past episode 2. I mean, when Starlight returned, that was cool. Seeing A-Train, that was cool, but like, I don't know, I'm not a huge fan of spin-offs. I'm not really a spin-off guy. It really depends on who the character is. Like, Vault Rising, I hear it's gonna be, the Soldier Boy will be one of the main characters, and so I'm all for it. Like, I love Soldier Boy. He's my favorite Boys character, and so I'm so down for a Soldier Boy spinoff, and that's one of the reasons why I'm watching it, why I want to watch it. And the main reason is because it's the rising of Vault. I want to see the things going on and what happened as they built this major company who is like the face of the world and what is carrying the industry. And so I want to see that. But yeah, spin-offs are okay. I was always a fan of it. It really just depends on who the character. But yeah, I'm not really a fan of spin-offs. It really just depends on who the character is. If it's a really interesting character, and if it's not interesting character, it's just the spin-off's just gonna be absolutely shit. But I'm all for a Vault Rising spin-off. But here's another prediction I have. I think we're finally gonna see the peak of evolution, Deep, go out. Here's why. I don't think he will last. I don't think they can make the peak last in the next 2 episodes. I don't think they will make him last that long. I think he's cooked. I think we're gonna see Black Noir versus Deep. I just know it. It's just a gut feeling. I just have a feeling that seeing these two characters go at it just makes sense. It just makes sense that these characters would have a place in the ring or anywhere. It'll make sense for them to clash because of the things they've been through, the things they were, the kind of people they are. It makes sense for them to just go at it man to man. And I think Black Noir takes the win. And I would love to see it. I would be pretty disappointed if this didn't happen, because we see in the trailer that Deep is covered in the virus, and so maybe Black Noir stole the virus and maybe he joins the Boys to try to make the virus along with them, and uses the virus against Deep because he knows that'll kill Soups, and he uses it against Deep. And then maybe Black Noir knows he might die to the virus and risk his life in order to kill Deep. So that's what may happen. But we'll have to see. But as far as Homelander, I think he gets his hands on V1. But here's where the Gen V characters come in. It's in his blood. The V1's in his blood. Maeve's powers, she can sort of just use blood, take blood out, and she can use that against Homelander. But I don't think that'll happen in this specific episode. I think that'll happen in a later episode. But I can't wait to see which. No, her character is not Maeve. Actually, it's Marie. Sorry. I can't. I've never watched. I'm sorry. I didn't watch a lot of Gen V. But I really want to see Maeve though. I really do want to see Maeve. She's a really great character. But I get why they wouldn't want to have her back. Her story's kind of done. But those are my predictions with this episode. I'm excited for this episode. Watch it the moment it comes out. Please share your thoughts. What do you think's gonna happen in the episode? Yeah, I would love to hear your thoughts on this season and how you feel about the season so far. Me personally, I love the season. I didn't like the last. I didn't like the episode before the last episode. It was sort of weak, barely any action. But I'm excited to see these last 3 episodes. I really pray that they know what they're doing. I really do. But please, that's the end of the video. Please make sure to like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments what you think of the season. And if you're a huge fan of the boys, I know you'll comment. I just know you will. I can smell it. I can smell your comments that you're thinking. I know it. I know what you're thinking.